Biden wants to speak with Xi on trade, Russia, and Taiwan. Washington, D.C. President Joe Biden stated on Wednesday that he intends to tackle the rising hostilities between Washington and Beijing over the self-governing island of Taiwan, trade policy, and Beijing's connections with Russia at a meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The White House has stated that it is coordinating with Chinese officials to set up a meeting between Biden and Xi outside of the Group of 20 summit in Bali, Indonesia, the following week. However, neither party has officially confirmed the meeting would occur. In light of the deteriorating U.S.-Chinese ties in recent months, Biden told reporters during a White House press briefing that he and Xi had a lot to talk about. "When we speak, I want to spell out what each of us wants from the other." Beijing eventually hopes to unite Taiwan with the communist mainland, thus Xi's government has attacked the Biden administration's approach toward Taiwan as compromising China's territorial integrity. As Beijing attempts to surpass the United States as the world's top economy, the Chinese president has also implied that Washington is trying to curtail Beijing's expanding influence. Since House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan in August, tensions about Taiwan have risen. In regards to the American position on Taiwan, Biden stated that he is not inclined to make any fundamental compromises. The United States acknowledges the Beijing administration while allowing for informal connections and defense links with Taipei under its One China policy. It adopts a position of strategic ambiguity with regard to Taiwan's defense, making it unclear how it will react. The island was attacked on the battlefield. In May, when asked if he would be willing to use military force to defend Taiwan in the event of a Chinese invasion, Biden said absolutely, causing an uproar in Asia. There was no change in U.S. policy, as quickly clarified by the White House and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Beijing interprets official American contacts with Taiwan as encouragement to formally recognize Taiwan's long-standing de facto independence, a move that American authorities claim they oppose. Since then Speaker Newt Gingrich in 1997, Pelosi is the highest-ranking elected American official to go abroad. The anticipated meeting between Biden and Xi would be the first between the heads of the largest economies in the world since Biden took office in January 2021. The two departed. They spent 2 years as vice presidents of their respective nations together in the US and China in 2011 and 2012, and they have had 5 phone or video talks since Biden took office. But since those first discussions in Washington and on the Tibetan Plateau a decade ago, ties between the United States and China have grown far more difficult. Biden has regularly criticized China of violating the human rights of the Uyghur people and other ethnic minorities when he was president. He has criticized Beijing for its repression of Hong Kong's democracy activists, coercive trade practices, military provocations against Taiwan, and disagreements regarding Russia's conflict with Ukraine. Vladimir Putin and Xi met in Beijing weeks before the Russian president began his invasion of Ukraine, and the two issued a memorandum expressing desire for a friendship with no boundaries between their countries. China has mostly refrained from denouncing Russia's conflict, but has also postponed arming Moscow. Biden declared, "I don't think China has much regard for Russia or Putin. In fact, they've been kind of keeping a little bit of a distance." White House officials have expressed frustration over Beijing's failure to exert pressure on North Korea to stop conducting provocative missile tests, and to give up its nuclear weapons program. This is a different issue. Throughout the COVID-19 outbreak, Xi has remained close to home. He visited Kazakhstan on his first trip outside of China since the pandemic began in September. And then Uzbekistan to join Putin and other Central Asian security group leaders in the 8-nation Shanghai Cooperation Organization. At the party's national conference last month, Xi was given an unprecedented third 5-year term as party head of China.